Robert Mellalieu, the Green Party candidate for Central Okanagan, Similkameen, Nicola, running for the Greens. This is not your first time running
No.
politically. What's different about this campaign as we run through 2019 as opposed to your previous iterations in 17 and 15?
I'm not having to explain that the Green Party is not about pot or trees and that stuff. Where people realize we're a full-fledged, legitimate party now. I mean, and so we can skip past that conversation all the time.
It's obviously Andrew Weaver and what he's done provincially has helped that. Plus, Elizabeth May now has a very high profile federally.
Yes. Yeah, well, Elizabeth May has been a rock star in the green world for a long time. I mean, she's literally dedicated her life to the green initiatives.
Do you find the doors are opening now a little more easily because of this?
People are coming to me going, Rob, I never liked you before, but that Elizabeth May and, the way you talk, and there's thought process going on where it used to be, Greek guy, forget it. Now they're like, maybe there's something to this.
As you look through politics from the last, say, 6 months to a year, on a provincial level across Canada, we're seeing the Green Party forming government. We're seeing the Green Party, making gains in Atlantic Canada and really being the front of power for minority governments. Does that buoy you personally with what the Green Party can do if this election is as close as people think?
Absolutely, yeah. And I think we've demonstrated through those elected candidates, Weaver and Sonia and those people that have, Adam, better say Adam, otherwise he'll be after me. They have demonstrated how well the Green Party can work. And we've demonstrated to the legislature in BC how we can work as a team to get things done. And I think that has been noticed by the people that follow politics. And again, they're going, hey, this is pretty cool. This can really work.
You've been engaging, obviously, with constituents within your riding. What are they telling you? What are the issues that matter most to them? It's
a very conservative riding. So, and I voted for Dan Elvis, so a long time ago, just to be clear. And people don't realize how conservative, small c conservative, the Green Party is. And it's because we have to have that synergy between economics and ecology. If you don't have that long-term synergy going on, you can't have a good ecology, and if you don't have a good ecology, you don't have a good economy. Or, depending if you're small c conservative, if you don't have a good economy, you can't have a good ecology. But they work hand in hand. You can't have one without the other.
We're seeing a lot more young people engaged in, not only engaged in the political system, but also engaged in things that are happening within their communities or within their planet, climate change being one of the main ones. Are you finding that a lot of people in the Green Party, that's your grassroots, are you finding that a lot of them are gravitating towards you because of that?
It's funny how humans like to breathe, and they can see that that's not going to happen sometime in the future. And so that is a big weight on some people's minds. I was at a climate debate in Peachland the other night, and there was this young lady who was just sobbing. She was so worried about what was going to happen in the future, and it's hard to console because, Rob, you got to do something. What else can I do? I'm doing everything I can here. And I think it's time for the young people to really rise up and show politicians that this is serious. And even though, the chances of me getting elected are pretty slim, but if we increase that pie chart on the proportion of votes, if that green pie starts getting bigger and bigger, Dan's going to go, maybe I should call Rob up and see if there's something I can do in that green platform. And that's the trick here. So we got to keep getting that portion of the vote bigger and bigger and bigger. And yes, get some people elected. But even in ridings that are going to be hard to win, let's get that green portion up there, because the bigger that piece of the pie chart, the more influence we have over the existing politicians.
What's your biggest issue?
One of the ones that's an example, I guess there's either logging or the invasive mussels. Let's do logging, because it's a good analogy of how climate change is happening. So we had 50 years of mismanagement of the forests. The arborists said, hey, don't cut the trees down so fast, they don't grow that fast, we can't do that. Year after year after year. Then the budward came along, he said, okay, we can cut those ones down really quickly. So the mills expanded, and they said, but it's not going to last, it's only going to be 2 years. Everybody ignored them. The politicians kept on saying, yeah, we're going to have jobs forever, let's build mills and let's do 3 shifts, and people went and bought logging trucks because they thought it was going to last forever. Stop listening to the politicians. please listen to the experts, the arborists, the scientists, the people that know what's going on, and see what they're saying before you go buy a logging truck or buy a sawmill or what have you.
Finally, Robert, as I walk into the ballot box on October 21st and see your name, why do I want to put a check mark beside it?
There's a lot of different reasons that people vote for a party. There could be the policy platform, which ours is extensive and complete. It could be the leader, Elizabeth May. You don't get a better leader than that. She's been in Parliament longer than any of the existing leaders that we have. You could vote for the Green Party principles. You could vote for the local candidate. Any one of those combinations of things, we get the highest check mark.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.